This is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Friday, July the 12th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning. Well, yesterday was cool towards the end of the day. Some of us got in on a couple rain showers this morning. Some fog has rolled back into the area. We have Kelly in again this morning for Brandon. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Will, and you said it best. We've had plenty of fog this morning, but at least we are dry this morning. We had plenty of storms yesterday morning, but now we are starting to dry out, but that fog is starting to settle in. Let's go ahead and take you to satellite and radar first off this morning. Most of us dry, just a few sprinkles popping up as that front continues to move through, and those temperatures into the upper 60s to lower 70s. Still feeling a little bit muggy out there, but here's that fog visibility map. Plenty of it throughout the region, so just be sure to be very careful on the roadways this morning. Give yourself extra time and use those low beams, and I'll have my full forecast in just a little bit, Will.
All righty, Kelly, we'll be back with you. Well, there may be some hope returning to the workers affected by Black Jewel's bankruptcy and the anticipated layoffs at Sykes Enterprises here in Perry County. Another meeting was held in Hazard yesterday to help those affected and steer them towards the help that they need. I was there and have more on the situation.
This is a situation no one ever wants to be in.
You probably lost your job.
But there is still some hope that Black Jewel workers may come out unscathed.
Most of the miners were probably thinking, well, they'll just restructure and we'll just keep on going. Maybe we can dig ourselves back out of the bankruptcy.
But after missing 3 paychecks, these boots have gone from the mines to the unemployment line.
You don't really know what's going on. It's not like nobody's really putting down any factual information.
Many families are suffering as these workers were hit without warning.
Usually when there's a mass layoff coming, they're notified ahead of time. These guys took their checks, went to the bank, and then found out that that check was no good.
Perry County Judge Executive Scott Alexander worked in the coal industry and has now served several years as a county official. But he says this is a first for him.
I've not seen where the checks were given to them, put in the bank, and then taken away. I've never witnessed, I've been through several bankruptcies myself, never witnessed something like this.
And while there is help available, no one doubts that these are dark days.
Now, if any miner needs help finding work or help file a case in bankruptcy court, they are asked to call their judge executive's office for assistance. A Harlan County business owner dressed as a coal miner and ran through Harlan on Thursday, collecting donations for Black Jewel coal miners. Joyce Chang owns Panda Garden in Harlan, so she has seen firsthand the effects the Black Jewel bankruptcy has had on the entire community. Chang said in order to raise awareness on the situation and raise money for the miners, she ran 50 miles through Harlan County, asking for donations from every business and house she ran by.
See, every business owner or every single house I see, all I'm asking for $1 from them, $1. Could they donate $1, but that dollar will make a difference.
Now, we do not know yet how much money was donated. Chang says she would have a full count later today. Now, earlier this week, we told you about 4 inmates that escaped the Kentucky River Regional Jail. One was caught pretty quickly. Now, a second escapee is back behind bars. This man, Stephen Smith, was taken back into custody by Kentucky State Police and the Perry County Sheriff's Department earlier yesterday. Officials say they found him in the Christopher community. It is not known what new charges he will face. Meanwhile, police are still searching for these 2 men, James Reed and Kenneth Spurlock. If you have any information on where they are, you are asked to call the Kentucky River Regional Jail at 606-436-1008 or call your local police agency. Now to an update on a story we first told you about at the beginning of this month. Kentucky State Police said a former Knox County magistrate is now in custody. This man, Jerry Rabbit Cox, turned himself over to the custody of the DEA yesterday. Cox faces several charges for 6 counts of distribution of hydrocodone, which allegedly happened while he was a sitting magistrate. He could face up to 20 years behind bars if convicted. A man is in jail facing theft charges this morning. Manchester police say Travis Lovins stole several tools from a man's property. Police say they were able to spot Lovins on security video. They eventually arrested him on Monday. Lovins is also charged in connection with the church burglary that happened back in May. Well, officials have released the identity of the woman killed in the single vehicle accident in Perry County yesterday. The victim is 61-year-old Frankie Crawford of Hazard. The crash happened on Old Highway 80 in the curve near Couchtown Road. No other passengers were involved in the collision.
Hopefully, through our investigations, we'll hopefully be able to find a little bit more out maybe what caused the accident.
Makes you think, you know, that could happen. I mean, it could happen to anybody.
Officers suspect wet road conditions could have caused Crawford to hydroplane. The crash is still under investigation. We received reports on Thursday of flooding in the Middlesboro area. Check this out. Brian O'Brien with WRIL sent us these pictures. A woman had to be rescued after she drove into floodwaters. 2 Good Samaritans were able to get her out of the car. Please always remember to never drive into floodwaters. Turn around, don't drown. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Later, police found a man using a rather unusual replacement for a booster seat during a traffic stop, leading to a fine.
Fog and clouds will hang around, but sunshine is on the way. I'll have our weekend forecast coming up next.